I'm Joe Duffy, CEO of OffshoreInsiders.com. The 2011 NFL playoffs are here, and we're going to take a look at it from the standpoint of the sports bettor. We're going to use the key numbers and key indicators that are used by sports bettors: yards per rush, passing yards per catch, and yards per point on both the offensive and the defensive side of the ball. Now, again, for those of you who are new to our broadcast or maybe new to handicapping, that yards per point statistic, extremely underrated. What it is, pretty much self-explanatory. You take the total number of yards, you divide it by points. The smaller number is better on offense. That means you're much more efficient with the ball. The higher number is better on defense. That means you're forcing teams to waste yardage. Of course, we have a double-digit road favorite this weekend in the playoffs. That is New Orleans at Seattle. New Orleans is laying 10.5 with a total of 45. No surprise, the Saints are better at running the ball, but only by 0.3 yards per rush. Passing yards per catch, this is going to come as a big surprise to quite a few of you, but Seattle actually much more efficient once they catch the ball by 0.4. Now, yards per rush, Seattle, again, very surprisingly, has a 0.1 yards per rush advantage on the defensive side of the ball. Now, normally, for a statistical advantage that's negligible, we wouldn't point that out to you. But when we're talking about a 10-point or 10.5-point home underdog, that is a significant statistic indeed. Passing yards per catch, the Saints are the better team on defense by a pretty significant 1.7. The other Saturday game, the New York Jets and Indianapolis. Indianapolis is what we call a soft 3. That is, you can lay 3 and lay just 105 juice, or you can have them minus 2.5, minus 115. The total is 44. The New York Jets are actually the better team on the offensive side of the ball, running the ball by 0.6 yards per rush. Passing yards per catch, the Jets are significantly better by a full yard per catch. As far as stopping the run, the Jets a big advantage there by a full yard per rush on the defensive side of the ball. The numbers continue to suggest that Indianapolis may be living off of reputation as the favorite there. Passing yards per catch, though, Indianapolis does get the advantage by 2 passing yards per catch, and that is no small advantage. Turnover ratio, give that to a big advantage to the New York Jets by 13. Now let's move on to the Sunday games, Baltimore and Kansas City. Another road favorite. Baltimore is 3 and a total of 41. Kansas City, though, 0.9 more yards per rush on the offensive side of the ball. Yards per point, Baltimore is the more efficient offense by 0.8. Now let's go to the defensive side of the ball. Yards per rush, Baltimore holding teams to 0.4 fewer yards per rush than the Kansas City Chiefs do. Yards per point, Baltimore is forcing a 2.7 more yards per point. And again, that is statistically significant for sure, according to professional bettors and gamblers such as myself. Joe Duffy, CEO of OffshoreInsiders.com. Not surprisingly, they probably saved the best for last, at least from the standpoint of watching the game. If for the few people out there who aren't really all that concerned about the point spread, are there really people like that? Green Bay is the underdog on the road. Philadelphia laying 2.5 with a total of 46. The Eagles, 1.7 more yards per rush than the Green Bay Packers get. Meanwhile, on defense, Philadelphia also the advantage there by 0.5. So those who subscribe to the old adage, winning football is about running the ball and stopping the run, certainly the home team, Philadelphia Eagles, with the advantage on each side of the ball. Yards per point, the Green Bay Packers forcing, and this is also quite noteworthy, 6.7 more yards per point on the defensive side of the ball. Gotta say kudos to my staff. Little nepotism going, but I do have my executive producer and director, Jordan Duffy, does a tremendous job, as well as Abby Duffy, our stylist, and my IT guy, Andrew Duffy. Now, OffshoreInsiders.com is a place to go for all the sports handicapping and sports betting information that you need, not only through the NFL playoffs. You saw during the bowls, and as we file this report, still a couple bowl games left, but what an incredible bowls, and I know the squares have actually been buried. Sharps like sharps like me have done quite well in the bowl season. Same thing for the NFL playoffs, through the college basketball and NBA season, March Madness, all that you want to be at offshoreinsiders.com.